All right, we're going to see if we can keep it going here. I had to go to a different format, and I apologize, but there's a lot of wind, but that's not why. It's the network. So at the moment, it's 11-6. I lost a couple of runs in the top of the fourth inning for Port Lavaca, Calhoun, Sandies. So it's 11-6. It was 9-6 going into the top of the fourth, and the walk to number 7, Briley Hoover, and to the plate is number 39, Addison Ibarra, and Hoover gets to second. Cueva's trying to, actually number 4 now at second for Skidmore-Tynan is Alyssa Recio, and on the mound number 2, Sydney O'Brien. So I'm hoping we're bringing you, hopefully the technology is working. I'm going to stay right here, folks. And a steal over to third, and good steal by Hoover, but also a good throw from Moron over to number 11 for the Lady Cat, Shelby Aguita Daniels. Good toss. So we'll keep it right here, folks. Again, I apologize. I've gone a long time without having to deal with technology issues, but that's not always the case. So we're going to keep it here in this vertical format and stay here for the rest of the time. It is 11-6, Port Lavaca, Calhoun, Sandies, over to the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats, and hit by a pitch. Good stop by Moron, but number 12 will come to the plate for the Sandies, and that's Carolee Landeros. And Hoover on third. Ibarra on first. And the new pitcher, O'Brien, Sydney O'Brien, number 4, Alyssa Recio, is at second base. A little high there. So again, we're hoping that everything's good here at YouTube, but I'm having to do it a different way. A good swing. Bada takes second. Hoover's still on third, 11-6. So the most that can happen here is Port Lavaca Calhoun can take it to 13 for the 4-run rule per inning, which would put Skidmore-Tynan going into the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-1. Make that 2-2, 1 out. This one going to left center, and it's dropped in. Will come Hoover, and here comes Ibarra, and all the way to second goes the hitter, Landeros. Number 10, Addison Garza. Actually, that'll do it because that was 13. And so now 13-6 going into the bottom of the fourth inning. 13-6, bottom of the fourth. So Skidmore-Tynan can get their 4 runs, cutting it to 13-10. This has turned out to be a nice game. And I, again, minus the technology, but it happens, but I don't like it to happen. And it happens, folks, so don't bash me too much in the chat if you are chatting. But it's been fun getting this junior high matchup going here on April the 3rd here. Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats Junior High hosting the Port Lavaca Calhoun Sandies. Bottom of the fourth, 13-6 is our score. Skidmore-Tynan down by 7. They trying to get 4 runs here so they can get it to a 13-10 game. So they keep it within the 10-run rule, I believe, the 10-run rule. But I'm going to just keep it right here. Thank you for joining me. I apologize. I lost my scoreboard, not because it's a bad scoreboard or score cam messed up. Yeah, blew my camera once. trash can on me. A lot of stuff happening right now, but right now I'm just going to call it 13-6 Port Lavaca. Up to the plate, Neilani Brezenio Tyrell. I actually moved from a spot that I normally, but we had a big crowd and I didn't get here in time. And I don't ever move people. I don't have a reserved spot. Let's just put it that way. That had nothing to do with it either. I'm pretty sure. 1-1 is the count to Brezenio Tyrell. Strike call, 1-2 quickly up on the batter, number 13, the pitcher Mia Casadis. And over to first is the first out. One of the things that the batters need to remember is that's a live ball. You got to run. You can't just stop. And they're learning, again, the fundamentals. Number 3 to the plate, Nina Del Toro, who made it all the way to third base with a little help from a few errors. But nonetheless, a good job by Nina Del Toro. 13-6, Port Lavaca. Skidmore-Tynan taps it back, and it gets by, and she should be good at first. Safe for Del Toro, number 14. Diana Brezenio. Looks like another number 14, Brezenio. To the plate. Let's see what she can do with 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Del Toro on first. And here comes a steal. Safe is Del Toro. You also got to know how to put your brakes on. When it's a live ball, but it's also a live body. So a lot of times the second baseman or the shortstop can wait a little while and then 0-2 the count, 1 out. Del Toro on second. Brezenio batting. 13-6 Port Lavaca. 13-6. Strike 3 call for Brezenio. Out number 2. Number 6. Chloe Nance to the plate for the Lady Cats. You got to be ready. And heads up for Del Toro and also for Nance. Actually, Nance has to go back. But you know what? Better to run than not. Better to run than not. You can always come back. Del Toro on third. Nance at the plate. 2 outs. And a tapper to short. Third. Gets by third and should be safe. In comes Del Toro for a run. 13-7 is the score with Calhoun up over Skidmore-Tynan. 13-7. Number 9, Dylan Wyatt to the plate. Strike called. Nance on first. Here comes, it's going to be a safe. You can stay on second. They have this tendency to run past second, and you can't do that. You've got a second base or a shortstop, second baseman or shortstop that is going to, good stop. Number 17, Kenny. That's all the name I got, but good stop. Swing and a miss. 2-2 with 2 outs, 1 runner on. Paisley Gibson looking left field, trying to make sure. And that is going to be full count, which will allow Nance to take off here. So this game isn't over. We're with within 6 runs, 13-7. And you got to run. You got to run. And that's going to save a strikeout. But Wyatt ends up at first. Nance remains at second. And number 1, Zaylee Casadis coming to the plate. So this started at 13-6. So they can get up to 10 runs here. Zaylee Cáceres. As on the outside corner on that last call. And a swing and a miss. Opportunity here. Although the pitcher Cáceres, Mia Cáceres, up on the batter. Cáceres 0-2. Cáceres on Cáceres. Two runners on. And she swung at it for the third out. And that is the way the fourth inning ends. So we'll go to the top of the fifth. 13-7, Port Lavaca Calhoun leading Skidmore-Tynan here, junior high softball on this April the 3rd, 2025. This is ST Lady Cat Nation. My name is Amador Ramirez, and I apologize. Different formats I use. I'm trying to stay off of Facebook because those videos go off eventually. But so I use my score cam connected to YouTube, and then for whatever reason some issues were happening. Had it been with my AT&T connection, I can't think of anything else. But when I cannot go that route, then I will have to flip it vertically and go with the straight through YouTube and film it in the vertical format. It won't let me flip it, and I think that's okay as long as you have connectivity. So Skidmore-Tynan with the Sydney O'Brien, of course, Alyssa Recio starting off at the mound. Good pitching by Recio, and now it's O'Brien, Sydney O'Brien, taking over at the pitching duties. Looking at a few, number 21, Neilani Brezenio-Terrell is at third. Danny Munoz back at first. Brezenio is at second, and at shortstop, Gracie Franks. So 13-7, Port Lavaca. The Sandies leading the Lady Cats by 6. We played 4 full innings, and if you missed the first part, you just have to go back to ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube and catch hopefully about 3 little segments. It was all going good until it wasn't, but here we go. A little high there to trying to get who's at bat. I believe that is Addison Garza, I believe, number 10. One way to find out. We've got Audrey Scroggins on deck, so yes, absolutely. Addison Garza in for the Sandies. And it's a couple of high ones there for O'Brien. I have to do the math here because there are rules in junior high and JV dealing with runs. So 13-7 is where we started. A little golf pitch goes foul. Kind of swung at it. Nice little swing, but it was low. So 1-2 now the count for the Sandies. 13-7. They lead the home team, Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats, junior high softball. That one goes a little bit high, but good stop by Moron. So Garza takes first, and Scroggins to the plate. Audrey Scroggins. And taps it out foul to the right side. Good stop by Moron. Garza stays at first. O'Brien sets up for the pitch, 1-1. That's a good pitch. 1-2 now the count. So O'Brien 1 and 2 up on the batter. Scroggins. Nobody out. Garza on first. Inside. 13-7. Port Lavaca. On deck number 3, Jolie Baldera. And there we go. See if she can take her at save is what they called her. So managed to sneak it up underneath, did Garza. And taking the base will be Scroggins. And now to the plate, number 3, Jolie Baldera. So Garza, actually it was an out called. I apologize. That was the 3rd strike. Now Garza trying to see if she can, normally on a wild pitch, you take second, you take third. But on a regular steal, it's a little tougher to do steal third. And over to O'Brien, over to first, second out. Garza goes over to third. Nicely done there. Little tapper over to O'Brien, the pitcher. Over to Munoz, Danny Munoz. 2 down. Skidmore-Tynan hanging in there trying to go hold them scoreless here in the top of the 5th. And now Paisley Gibson batting for Port Lavaca. Good stop. Good stop. There's only 1 runner on third, and that's Garza. And 1 out here, and Skidmore-Tynan could go a couple of innings without allowing a run. Paisley Gibson. And a swing and a miss. 1-1 with 2 outs. 13-7. Port Lavaca. I'm having to repeat the score. I don't have my score cam on. And Moron doing good. And let's see if we can get back. And I don't know. There we go. Little cat and mouse there, but that's the way you play it, and I like that in Moron. Andrea Moron doing great, doing her thing. That's great. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 runner on. Paisley Gibson. I like the young person over here giving coaching advice. Beautiful advice. Very professional. I love it. And a swing and a miss. You're going to have to throw it. And it is out there. And that's 3 outs. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, 13-7. So the defense of Skidmore-Tynan doing a wonderful job. So stick with me here, guys. I will repeat everything to you. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 13-7. Port Lavaca Calhoun Sandies over the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats here in junior high softball here on this April the 3rd, 2025. Great day for baseball. Please chat away, but don't throw any comments. I can't control the internet. I can't control the wind. I can't control a lot of things. I can control that I can move to another platform, but I don't want to lose you guys, so that's why I wanted to stay with ST Lady Cat Nation. ST Lady Cat Nation, and I'm sorry that all of the videos are going to be in whatever order, but I will go back later and put them in sequential order in case they aren't already. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, I don't know. But stay with me. This is ST Lady Cat Nation. My name is Amador, Commodore without the C, Amador Ramirez. Coach Pena talking over a few things with the now pitcher. Actually, that's number 5. Shortstop Gracie Franks. On deck, Sydney O'Brien, who started on third and now on the mound doing good. But both Recio and O'Brien, a good team on the mound. And Moron, Andrea Moron doing great, making sure not much gets by her. But here is Gracie Franks. And if I missed her double play, I apologize, but I hope I said it enough. Gracie Franks, great name for baseball. Kenley behind the plate, number 13, Mia Casadis. Got hit by a pitch. Gracie Franks to first. Bottom of the fifth. Franks on first. Here comes O'Brien to the plate. 13-7 Port Lavaca. Bottom of the fifth. Skidmore-Tynan trying to creep back in. And she's going to get one over to second. And we'll call that a sacrifice, moving Franks over to second base. And coming up, number 11 shall be Gary Daniels. Good job. That's exactly what O'Brien needed to do. Here is the Gary Daniels. And a tapper right over. This could be a double play. And it is a double play. And that is 3 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. And that's great effort there by Port Lavaca's team. And that'll do it, folks. And I've had a blast here with Skidmore-Tynan Junior High softball. Done a great job here. 13-7. The final score here from Skidmore-Tynan. Our visitors from Port Lavaca Calhoun, the Sandies, 13. Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats, 7. In 5 innings, they played it all the way to the 5th inning. Great effort by both teams. We'll see you tomorrow in Pettis for Skidmore-Tynan varsity play, as Skidmore-Tynan varsity looks to extend their record or the winning streak, and also their district record over the Pettis Lady Eagles. I think that game is at 6, and I believe it's varsity, but I'll confirm that. Keep tabs on ST Lady Cat Nation. Of course, we've got ST Bobcat Nation on YouTube, and of course we have our ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook. So stay there for the latest on everything. All right, folks, thank you for joining us once again. The final score from Skidmore-Tynan, the Port Lavaca Calhoun Sandies 13, the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats 7. Junior high softball. It's been fun, folks. This is ST Lady Cat Nation. My name is Amador Ramirez. Have a great evening, and God bless.